everyone, and welcome back to Odoo Tech channel. In today's video, we are diving deep into one of the most powerful automation tools in Odoo, Scheduled Actions, also known as Cron Jobs. Many businesses rely on automation to reduce manual work, increase efficiency, and improve accuracy. Odoo provides a built-in mechanism to schedule and execute tasks automatically at predefined intervals. Whether you need to send automated email reminders, update stock levels, archive old records, or perform database cleanups, schedule actions make it possible. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a complete understanding of how schedule actions work in Odoo 17 or Odoo 18. You can also, so basically we will do customization and show in this video Odoo 18, but you can also do it in 17 as well, not much difference, and how to create a custom cron job step by step. So let's get started. So first of all, what are schedule actions in Odoo? Schedule actions, commonly referred to as cron jobs, are automated tasks that Odoo executes at specific time intervals without user intervention. These actions are managed by Odoo's built-in scheduler and can be configured to run hourly, daily, weekly, and even every few minutes. Why are schedule actions important? So first of all, automates repetitive tasks, saving time and effort, ensures timely execution of critical processes like database maintenance, email notification, or report generation, reduces human errors by executing actions consistently, improves system performance by cleaning up necessary records and optimizing workflows. So some real-world examples are sending reminder emails to customers about pending invoices, automatically archiving old sales orders after a certain period, updating stock levels based on supplier deliveries, generating reports and emailing them to managers at a set time. So now we have some idea and we understand the importance of schedule actions. Let's move on to creating a custom cron job in Odoo 18. Okay, so before we create a schedule action, we need a custom module where we can define our automation. So if you already have a module, you can skip this step, otherwise follow these steps. So navigate to our Odoo add-ons directory where our custom modules are stored, and then create a new module folder and name it something meaningful like cron management. But before that, I need to show you, as you can see my screen, I am already using Odoo 18. So here it's Odoo 18 Enterprise Edition. If you have a Community Edition, it doesn't matter because Sales app is already there. So we will be working in Sales app. So for Visual Studio, as you can see, we will do our customization in Visual Studio Code, and I have got Odoo 18 and I have got this custom folder. So in this custom folder, we will start with creating a new folder called as cron management. Then in cron management, we will be adding two files as usual, init, and the second file we will be adding manifest file. Right, in this init file, we will be using only models, and we will be creating a new folder inside this, which is models. And we have already given reference of this models folder into our main init file already. Then we also create another folder, which is data. And we will also create another folder, which will be static. This is for our module icon picture if we want to add for our module. So we will be adding in a module picture in another folder, which is called description. So we have added a new folder of description inside this static folder, and we will be adding the module picture inside. For more details, in this static folder, we also can create another folder which is source if we want to add some JavaScript files and CSS files. But in this module, we don't require those files. So that's why we are not going to create source folder. The next thing, we need to add the manifest file. So let me just copy it. I have already created a file. So in this manifest file, I'm going to paste the manifest file which I have created. So again, let me just recap this. So in our folder, inside the folder, we have created the necessary files, init.python and manifest.python files. Then we have created models folder to store our Python logic. Then I have created a data folder to store XML cron job configuration. Now in the manifest file, which I have already created, in this, the first is name, which is cron management. This is the name of our custom module, which appears in the Odoo apps list. Number 2 is version 18.0.1.00. This represents the module version in the format. Odoo version 18 plus module version 1.0.0 and helps the tracking updates this version. Then on number 3 is category. So in this category, I have just given automation defines the category under which this module is listed in the Odoo App Store. And then on number 4, it's the summary. Summary, I have got implement schedule action cron job in Odoo. You can write whatever you like. A short one-line description of what this module does. And then number 5, the description. Here you can add 2, 3, 4, 5 lines to just explain properly what this module is doing. So this basically explains the purpose of this module in more details. This module allows users to create and manage cron jobs, schedule actions in Odoo, example included, archiving old records, sending scheduled emails, and system maintenance of whatever you like to add. Then the author, I've added Odooistic. You can add whatever you like when you're creating any module. The creator or company responsible for this module. Then depends. So here in depends, I have added the base, lists the required modules for this module to function. So I've just added the base, which is a core dependency required by most Odoo modules. And then data. In data, we lists the data files, XML, CSV that Odoo needs to load. In our case, there is only one file we will be creating in data folder, and that will be scheduled actions.xml. So what I do, let's create a file and name is scheduleaction.xml. Right. Then on next install label is true, allows this module to be installed in Odoo. Then application is false. Why it's false? Because when true, Odoo considers this as a standalone application in the apps menu. Since this is a background automation module, it's set to false. And then last license, LGPL-3. This license types under which this module is released, open source. So yeah, this is it. This is pretty much it, our manifest file. So now we are going to move to our model, and we are going to create a file which is scheduled_task.py. But before this, we also need to create a new file as well. In it, and we need to give reference. Right, this is how we do it. So from dot import schedule task. Okay, and now we come up this one. So I am just going to explain this file to you, what this file is actually doing. So from Odoo import models, we start from here, fields and then API. So models is actually provides a base model class for defining an Odoo model. This is why we are using models. Then fields used to define fields for models through not directly used in the script. And API. API contains decorators like @api.model to specify the method type. Guys, I explain this in my each video. Whenever I'm creating any Python files, I explain, because I don't know if all other new audience is coming and watching my videos, so maybe they don't know about this. So that's why I just make it necessary to explain, not in more details, but in some short details. Okay, then class scheduled task models.model. So basically, scheduled task defines a new model for scheduled actions, and name is equal to custom.automation.task. So basically, this is the technical name of the model. Then the description, I've just added automated tasks example. You can just add whatever you like. A human readable description of the model. And this model does not require a database table, so it is only used for executing automated tasks. Then at api.model, and then the name of this method, which is auto_archive_orders, and then in bracket self. So api.model indicates this is a model level method, doesn't operate on specific records. Auto archive orders self defines a function to archive sales orders older than 6 months. So we will add that logic 6 months later. Then this is just a description. This function automatically archives sales orders older than 6 months. So it is basically this cron, which is running whenever you like, after 1 month, after 1 day, after 5 minutes, or whenever you like. So it will just keep checking that if there is any order older than 6 months, then it will archive those orders. So here in this search, what we are going to do, we are filtering orders. So self.env and in brackets sale.order.search. So it's basically searching for records in the sale order model. And then we are applying the filters date_order less than fields.datetime.subtract fields.datetime.now, and then once it's 6, so finds orders older than 6 months from the current date. And then state in draft or sale. So I'm just saying that it doesn't matter if sale order is in a state of sale order, sale, or a draft or quotation, you can say in other words. So ensures only confirmed sales or draft. You can also add completed orders as well if you don't want to add quotations, but just to simplify, I've just done that, but you can do whatever you like. For orders in orders, basically we are looping through each old sale orders found in the previous step, and then order.write active is false. So sets the active field to false, which archives the record. So in summary, it's basically this method is searching for sales orders older than 6 months, filters orders that are either sale, confirmed, or in quotation mode, filters orders that are either, and then archives those orders by setting active is equal to false, and then log details about archived orders for tracking. So this is it, guys. Now what we need to do, we are just going to add a schedule action in our data folder in a file named scheduled_action. Okay, so if we go in that file, and I just need to copy the content for this, and I will explain it to you what I have done. So first of all, the Odoo tag. So basically what it does, this declares the start of an Odoo XML file, and every data file in Odoo must start with this tag Odoo. And this is the ending tag here. Then a record ID is equal to IR cron underscore auto archive orders. This is just the ID, and then model is ir.cron. So what it does, creates a new record inside the ir.cron model. ID is this. So this is a unique identifier for the cron job. Model is ir.cron, tells Odoo that this record belongs to the scheduled actions cron jobs model ir.cron. And purpose, this record will define a new automated task in Odoo. Then field name is name, and then archive old sales orders. This is actually setting the name of the scheduled action. Archive old sales orders. This name will be displayed in Odoo's scheduled actions menu. Then next field name is equal to interval number, and then 1. So it actually defines how often the cron job should run. The job will run once per interval. Then field name is interval types, and then days specifies the time unit for the interval, days. The task will run every 1 day. Other possible values are minutes, hours, weeks, months, so you can just choose whatever you like. Then the next field name is next call, and then eval datetime.now.replace hours is equal to 2 minutes, time delta is equal to day, point striff time, and then in what format we want our time and date. So it specifies when the cron job should run next. Use Python evaluation. Eval is equal to dynamically compute the next execution time. Datetime.now.replace hours is equal to 2, minutes is equal to 0, and plus time delta days is equal to 1. This sets the next execution time to 2 a.m. tomorrow. So you can use whatever you like according to your requirement. And then dot striff time, and then that format converts the data into the correct string format that Odoo understands. So why this is important? And then model underscore ID ref is equal to model underscore custom automation underscore task. So basically specifies which model the cron job will use. Model underscore ID references the Odoo model that contains the function to be executed. And this refers to an existing model registered in ir.model. So at the moment, as you know, our model is custom automation underscore task. If I show you, this is the name. But when you are adding it in our cron, you need to do with underscore. You must ensure that model underscore custom underscore automation underscore task exists in data models dot in model folder as a Python file. And then field name is equal to code model.auto archive underscore orders. So it defines what function should be executed when the cron job runs. So model.auto underscore archive underscore orders calls the function from the referenced model. And this function must be defined in the Python file as we already have defined. This is the function. So if the function does not exist, Odoo will throw an error. And then the last line is field name is equal to state code, defines how the cron job runs. Code, this means Odoo will execute Python code inside the code field. Others possible values are here. Model executes a function on a model using predefined parameters, and server runs a server action. So summary of what this cron job does: creates a scheduled task in Odoo to automatically archive old sales orders, runs once per day, sorry. Interval number is equal to 1, interval type is days, executes every day at 2 a.m. Next call is dynamically set, calls the function auto archive orders inside the model, and ensures old sale orders are archived if they are older than 6 months. So now I think everything has been said, and we just need to install this module. So let's do it. Right, let's just restart our module, and we can go in UI, and then here we need to click on apps, and then first we need to activate the developer mode. Once it's on, we can click update apps list, and then here in apps we can just write the name of our module, which is cron management, and we can see this module has appeared. Guys, one more thing I need to tell you: I have already added a module picture. So we, as you know, we already create static folder, then description folder, and then icon. I have already saved in it. So we can click on activate. When we click activate, this module will be installed, and then we can straight away go in settings, click on technical, and then click on scheduled actions, which are here. Once you click there, now you go back in your scheduled action and just copy the name of the scheduled action and then paste here. When you will paste, it will find, because once we run the module, this cron already has been installed. We can click this here, and guys, it doesn't matter what we have just written the code, you can also change from a UI based as well. So this is the name of the cron. So what I have done, let me just duplicate this, and we go in sale orders now. So I have got 2 orders at the moment which are more than 6 months old. So S0001 and S002. If I click this one, so as you see the quotation date, which is the date order, let me just activate my developer mode, and if I place my cursor here, you can see date underscore order. So as you know, in our method as well, we are also checking date underscore order. So now this order and S002, the both orders are basically more than 6 months. So our method should capture these ones. So what we do, one more thing, to debug your code, I also tell you how to add a debugger. So I want to add my debugger here. So I will see if my cron is working or not. I stop this and then I run as a debugger, start debugger. Don't worry, I will also add another video and explaining how the debugger is working in Visual Studio Code, but hopefully you guys already know. So now guys, I'm going to run my scheduler. So I come back and I go back into my cron, and I want to click this manually, because this is not going, this is running on 2 a.m. every day. So it's, my time is not 2 a.m. at the moment. So there are many hours left in that. So let's run manually. So once I do that, so my code is directly coming on this method. So it means our method is working perfectly fine. So let's click next. Next. So it's basically checking all our sale orders, and now we can see what it has found. So this is a great functionality in Visual Studio Code where we can check that what it has found so far. So we can check what orders it has found, and we paste it here. So you can see the 2 orders have been found, which is great. And what are the names of those orders? We can check by indexing. So the first one is S00002 and the second one is S00001, which is true. That's perfectly fine. And now in next line we are doing a loop on those orders, and then orders.write. That's it. So this is it. And now we go back. Okay, this is throwing an error now, and it's saying invalid field active on sale order. Let me just check. Okay, guys, I think we are getting error here. There is, I believe, no field active. So let's do some other approach. We just cancel them because this is just to create a cron. So you guys also can research in that if that fails. So you can do many things, whatever you like in those orders. We already have found the orders now, and now whatever you like to do with those orders, you can do that. So again, let's run this. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's just run it straight away. Okay, guys. So now if we go in our sale orders, so if we want to go in S001 and S002, voila, they have been cancelled. So this is how you can do lots of things. You can make them archive, you can archive them, you can cancel them, you can do just whatever you like. So my main purpose was to just define cron schedule action, how we can do that by code, then how we can utilize that cron to do lots of things. So in this example, basic function, basic method we have done, we have just found out the sale orders who are more than 6 months old, and then we cancel them. So guys, I believe you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends. Subscribe this channel if you haven't. And if you want to ask anything, you can feel free to ask any question in the comment section. I will do my best to answer ASAP. Till then, take care of yourself and see you in next video. Ta-da.